Hey everybody, it's Nicole coming at you with a product review. Today's product is by the company called The Body Shop, and it is their shade adjusting drops. These drops are supposed to adjust the shade of your foundations. If you're like me, I fall between colors. Either it's too light or it's too dark for me, or it's too red. Being, an African American woman, it's hard to get the perfect shade, and for everybody else, I'm sure it could be that way as well. But I have a very hard time finding foundations. In the last few months, about 4 to 6 months, I've been able to find a couple of products or a couple of companies that have shades of foundation that fit me pretty well. But of course, when the summer comes along, I get a little bit darker, being exposed to the sun and living in the South, you know how that is. And then in the wintertime, my skin kind of comes back to its natural, shade or complexion. But sometimes the foundations can tend to look a little bit ashy. So I've always had those issues with my foundation. So anywho, these products are going to be a big asset, and I'm really excited to be trying them. One drop is supposed to adjust the shade of your foundation, either one half shade lighter or half shade darker, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So today I'm going to demonstrate on the back of my hand how it works. Now, I have used it today. I have a full face of makeup, but what I did was, I don't use concealer because it usually settles and I can't find a good one. It's almost like my foundation issues. Well, anyway, what I do is I actually use foundation as a concealer and a highlighter, and then I use it as a contour sometimes. Usually I'll use a powder contour, but this time I tested it out as a contour. So what I did was, for contouring, I darkened my foundation a half shade down to use it as a contour. So this is actual foundation that I'm using as a contour on my nose and my cheek area. Under my eyes, I used it to lighten my foundation so that, it'll give me a little brightness here and down my nose, the bridge of my nose, and of course in the areas you want it highlighted. So that's what I did. So let me show you how it works on the back of my hand. I'm going to use two foundations. I'm going to use a high-end foundation, which is my Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, and then I'm going to use the lower end, the LA Colors Liquid Makeup. Now, of course, if it works with both of these, it'll work with anything. That's the way that I see it. And of course, it did work with the foundation that I'm wearing, which is the Maybelline Dewy Smooth. So this is what I used for the face. Now let me show you on the back of my hand. So I'm going to use both hands, one for the lower end and one for the higher end. So we're going to start with the higher end, and I'm going to put a couple of pumps of this on the back of my hand. It's really thick. So there it is. And then I'm going to use the lighter one on the higher end. So here's it comes with a dropper, and you just drop a drop, make sure you can see it, into your foundation, and there's a drop, and then use your finger to mix. So there we go, mixing it in, and it did lighten it. Now what I'm gonna do is swatch, let me get some tissue, the foundation just by itself so that you can see the difference. So I'm gonna put a drop down the back of my hand, and then I'm going to swatch it so you can see how it lightened it up. So you can see it lightened it, and that is a half shade up, as you can see. So there it is. And that is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation there. So that's the higher end. So let's do the lower end with the other, and we're going to darken. So here we go. Putting this one on the back of my hand. Whoops, there we go. I get to come out. Okay. There we go. And there it is. They're both pretty thick. And we're going to take the darkening formula and add a drop to that one. There we go. And you can see I added a drop. So, taking the same ring finger and mixing that together. Just fine so you can see it. Okay, and it definitely darkened that one. And now what I'm gonna do is swatch it in its original color for you. I'll swatch it back here. Oops, squeezed out too much. And there we go. And as you can see, it darkened it. And that was just a drop. So really works, y'all. It really works nicely. So I am really loving this product. I am so glad that I got the opportunity to review this via Octoly, and I'm going to have that information below so that you could sign up as well. Get a piece of tissue here so I can clean myself off. But I love these products, y'all. When I tried it out this morning, highly impressed with it. I'm glad that somebody came up with this concept, because over the years I have had the hardest time, even with ethnic brands, you know, designed for women of color. I have had the worst luck, and I think makeup companies are starting to pay attention, because they're trying to come out with, you know, more shades, you know, for women of color and of darker complexions and things like that. So this is an excellent product. If you're like me, falling between colors, excellent product. So again, and let me make sure I got the top on. These are the shade adjusting drops from The Body Shop. I highly recommend these. Love them to death. Love these. I will definitely buy these again. But I'm sure these little bottles will last a good little while if you need them or whatever. But once I use these up, I'll definitely purchase. So again, I'll have all the information below that you can, so that you can go check it out. I'm gonna have the link to Octoly down below so that you can sign up for it as well. And I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to review these products. So if you have any questions, like I always say, leave them below. And until my next video, I'll see y'all then. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Mwah.